Everyone starts out as an ordinary individual, but some take the path less trodden, daring to take head-on the challenges life throws at them, with courage to do things differently. And in doing so, they stand out in the crowd of 1 billion Indians. Times Now, in association with LIC, presents Journey in the Life of an Indian, a series that will showcase inspiring stories of Indians who by sheer grit and determination have defied odds to carve a better future, not just for themselves, but for their countrymen too. This week we explore the journey in the life of two such Indians. Nothing could ever deter this man of steel, Naveen Gulia, from living his life to the fullest, not even his disability. This roadside chaiwala sells tea for a living, but it's his passion for writing that makes Lakshman Rao an extraordinary author.
A few seniors asked me, which force would I like to join? And I said, I want to join the Special Forces, the Commandos.
In the autumn of 1991, a young boy of just 18 left his parents' house, the destination, the National Defence Academy, the dream to become an officer in the Indian Army.
When I joined the academy, I was amongst the first few cadets from my course to join, and my seniors, just to pull my leg, they asked me which corps I would want to join, and I said I want to join the Special Forces, I want to become a commando, and they laughed. They said 4 days of tough training and you will change your mind, but 4 years of tough training and I did not change my mind. Got a strong push from behind. The push could have been deliberate, but then that can happen in sports.
After completing a rigorous 3-year training regimen at the academy, the team was left with only one task, an inter-company infantry obstacle crossing competition. And as the captain of the team, Naveen Gulia had prepared the team well. But what happened next was something he couldn't have imagined in his worst nightmare.
I thought it was just going to be a routine day, that's all. But I was very excited to do well as well in that competition, being the captain as well. Now when I ran very fast, and just when I was at the third obstacle and I was about to jump off it, I got a push from behind and I tumbled over, in which I fell on my neck and broke my spinal cord. Now instantly, from being the fittest person around kind of thing, amongst the fittest, my whole body became paralyzed. I did not realize what had happened. I was just lying on the ground and only my eyes could move. I was in bed for 4 months and there was a traction which was drilled to my head, and my head could not move, my body could not move, only my eyes could move. And being in that condition, I used to feel that how wonderful it would be if I could just turn to a side and go to sleep, or how wonderful it would be if I could have a cold water bath, because that's the beauty of life, that the lesser you get, the more you appreciate it. So when medical science had classified me as permanently 100% disabled, it did not matter to me. I was what my ability was, that I had to define. Driving a car was an idea which people around me did not consider possible.
Having spent a full 2 years in the hospital bed, Naveen came out in a wheelchair, but he decided his life wasn't going to be wheelchair bound. With partial hand movements and with the help of a mechanic, he redesigned the steering controls of his car. and there was no stopping him.
See, driving is what actually got me back to life, because with driving I could travel at my will, I could stop where I want, I could move wherever I wanted, and once I'm sitting in the car I'm no longer physically challenged, because once I'm sitting in the car I'm just like any other person driving a car.
After practicing his driving in and around his home in Gurgaon, this brave heart embarked on a mammoth adventure. He drove non-stop for 55 hours to reach the world's highest motorable mountain pass, thus etching a name in the Limca Book of Records in 2004.
So I decided of driving from New Delhi to Khardungla non-stop, and that was something nobody could imagine doing it. But when I approached the record books, they said that if you want to go to the highest motorable mountain pass, you will have to go to Marsimek. And when I tried to find out the details about this particular mountain pass, because this mountain pass does not have roads also, only some dirt tracks and all. So you have to drive cross terrain up the mountain. So when I came to know this, the task became impossible for me also. I thought this cannot be done. But then that was the challenge. I wanted to prove by doing something which was considered impossible. And I worked on it and I accomplished it. And in the last 10 years that since the time I made this record, nobody has even attempted to break it. And I reached the top, that the stone which was marking the top of the mountain pass, I just stopped 10 yards short of it, because that was as a respect to my past failures. Plus also I realized that the biggest victory that you achieve is not over others, it's not over certain obstacles. The biggest victory that you achieve is over yourself.
In 2005, this young adventurer also became a social crusader, working towards the cause of underprivileged children through his foundation, Apni Dunya Apna Ashiana.
He began zipping around the room excitedly and singing loudly.
He not only set up a shelter for over 750 needy children, but also runs educational programs to bring them back to the system.
When I came in the civil society, I realized that there was a much bigger battle to be fought here. And the basic principles on which this country was formed, what Mahatma Gandhi also said and what a lot of other leaders have said, that the progress of a society should be gauged from the condition of the weakest one, the most vulnerable one. And when I saw in the society, the children, they are the weakest one and the most vulnerable, they are the one who need help the most. That's why I decided to work with children. Thing is that firstly, everybody classifies the children into physically challenged, mentally challenged, orphan kids, street kids. We don't make this distinction. If a child is needy and the need is genuine, we go about helping the child, whatever the need be.
Apni Dunya Apna Ashiana helps fight poverty through its child sponsorship programs. Son of a daily wage labourer, Sunny was born without an arm and a leg. He is one of the 75 children fully sponsored by Apni Dunya Apna Ashiana. Today, with Naveen Gulia's support, the highest scorer of his class hopes of fulfilling his dreams in future.
He provided me scooter, or he provided me limbs. Then he inspired me for speaking English. Then he told me many things. If you want to become a big person in your life, then English will be very essential for you. And told me about the computer. He taught me computer, mouth organ, or got an inspiration that there will be many hurdles in your life, but when you will go across them, you will be the real hero.
Fear of failure is the main reason of failure. तेरे लिए जीत एक संभावना नहीं है, तेरे लिए जीत एक फैसला है.
Naveen didn't stop at being just a social worker. He found a natural vocation as a motivational speaker, inspiring students all over the country with his will to never give up.
since I am a motivated person myself, happy myself, so I don't find it very difficult to spread the same amongst the students. Also, whatever I have learnt during my years of trials and tribulations, whatever I have learnt, I want to share it with the students so that they can benefit from it.
Traversing through the difficult terrains of life with Naveen is his life partner, Khushi. Their common passion for adventure and social upliftment brought the two together.
The thing about being with Naveen is that there is not a single dull moment in the life. Life is always exciting, full of fun, adventure. And as Naveen says, life is like a 500 rupees note. If you spend it, you get something out of it. If you keep it safe, it's just a piece of paper. So both of us believe in living life to the fullest. Now Ada, that has been our dream child, and that to see that child grow, succeed, it's a very satisfying experience.
Juggling with different roles of his life as an author, a social worker, a motivational speaker, and a daring adventurer. Naveen took charge of his life and scripted a heroic destiny of his own.
A couplet of mine which is inspired by a popular quote by Rabindranath Tagore, and that goes something like this: मोहब्बत की शमा जलाओ दोस्तों और ये न सोचो कि रोशन जहां होगा कि नहीं. So, because people usually doing a work always think कि हम ऐसा करेंगे तो अच्छा होगा या नहीं होगा, तो they don't do it. You do it, whether it will enlighten the world, whether it will make the world a better place or not, that's not your job to think.
We salute Naveen Gulia's unwavering strength to succeed in life, defying all odds, and wish him best in quest of the last victory. You might mistake him for just another chaiwala, but if you stop for a cup of chai, you will notice the books that make his tea stall unique. On the other side of the break, meet Lakshman Rao, who is brewing an incredible story as an author.